6 on Your Side at 10 continues now.
An event at the Boise Public Library brought different generations together today. 6 on Your Side's Norman Kaler shows us the meetup centered around little locomotives.
Today we're doing an open house at the library yesterday and today, and it's just running the trains for the public, O-gauge Lionel trains that we're running for the public. The kids and the parents and the grandparents just to come down and have a good time. It doesn't take us long to set it up or take it down. It's just the time commitment to get our guys out and the volunteers and the husbands and the wives to come out and do it. People love trains, still like to see them. The kids just go crazy, especially when they see the Thomas running. The parents, the grandparents are the ones that really enjoy it because of the memories it brings back when they were kids, and now they're just older kids. Just seeing the reaction of the people and the enjoyment of it, a lot of memories.
Waffles, beer, and biking aren't often used in the same sentence, but today the Idaho Waffle Cross combined cycling with charity. 6 on Your Side's Norman Kaler shows us how the high-speed race today raised money for the Idaho Food Bank.
So Idaho Waffle Cross is a cyclocross race that's in its 9th season. We do this every fall. Idea is that we can get racers out, get them having a good time, get them out on their bikes. We use it as a fundraiser also. So we pick 3 local Treasure Valley charities, and we do beer and waffles at our events, and the money from beer and waffles goes to those charities. It's a different one for each of our race weekends. We do 3 weekends in the fall.
Get up there with that pump, David! So the course is basically divided into half grass, half dirt, some uphill, downhill, turny. Tough is probably the barriers, and so there's about 14-inch wooden planks that you have to get over. You can either run or bunny hop your bike over. I bunny hopped, luckily, and did not crash.
We certainly want to support our community and continue to just grow, whether it's our charitable partner or it's for cycling as part of the community in general.
6 on Your Side at 10 continues now.
The family you're about to meet has a passion for bowling like no other. Not only do they own an alley in Emmett, but their pet dogs know how to bowl. And as 6 on Your Side's Norman Kaler shows us, they're also celebrating a big win on the road after touring the country competing professionally.
The tour is very grueling. We bowl, all day long. These tournaments are long and exhausting, both physically and mentally. Being on live TV, you have to bowl when they say to bowl. You have to, do everything when they say to. Yeah, so I bowled the regional event in Orlando, and I had to strike in the last 4 shots of the last game of qualifying in order to even make it to the stepladder, and had to bowl all the way through the stepladder bracket and came away with the win.
Well, we knew she could do it. She'd come close a couple times at a few other stops, so we're really proud of her for being able to get onto this stage. It's very nerve-wracking. It's almost harder to watch than just in a league situation because it's such a high level, and her dad paces around a lot because he can't sit still because he's so nervous, but yeah, it's very exciting.
Once I kind of settled into it, it was easier, but it was crazy. Kind of going out on this year, I didn't really have any expectations, I guess. I just kind of wanted to see where I stood, and so to win that is definitely a reward for all my hard work that's paying off. Bowling with Blake and Adam is so much fun. They've got to travel with me to almost all the PWBA tour stops this year, and the girls just love them, and they've made so many friends, and it's really cool. I just want to thank everybody that supported me ever since I was very little. Just really appreciate it, and I love having such a good support system behind me.
Well, capes, crowns, swords, and shields take over at Kuna Park for the 2019 Idaho Renaissance Fair. As 6 on Your Side's Norman Kaler shows us, the event serves as a history lesson with real-life demonstrations.
Weapons up! Leon!
This is the Idaho Renaissance Fair, and this is the second year the Renaissance Fair has been here in Kuna. So we come out and do demonstrations on historic combat. We have a loom, we've done casting, calligraphy, a variety of medieval arts and sciences for people to come out and explore.
This will be a curved sword, because why not?
The Belgarth group is doing phone combat, so lots of kids are up there having these grand melees with phone combat. But mostly it's playing up the Renaissance aspect so that it's more than just a craft fair or an art fair. There's so much knowledge that's gained from hands-on. And so this is a way for people that love history to continue study and enjoy. It's a blast. We have a lot of fun. It's a good group. Are you not entertained? Geeks unite. It's a bunch of history geeks hanging out and geeking out over history stuff. It's a lot of fun.
Well, the high-speed season is over for autocross fans in the Boise area. You may have seen them over the last few months taking over the parking lot at the fairgrounds in Garden City. And tonight, 6 on Your Side's Norman Kaler tags along as they wrap up another successful season.
Autocross is a somewhat unique form of motorsports. Technically, it's not racing, it's actually a time trial because you don't have cars out on the course together banging fenders or anything. And it's also unique in that every day the course is different. There is no practice in the cars prior to the race. So it's probably one of, if not the most difficult forms of motorsport.
It's all about balance and precision of the tool that you're using to go fast. But my wife had a little daily driver and we saw what was going on down here. We came out and tried it and we were immediately hooked. We love it. That's all I can say.
Everybody's kind of sad that it's the last day, so we're trying to squeeze in some extra runs. We'll have withdrawal symptoms until next spring because it is a lot of fun, even though the speeds we reach aren't that great. Considering they're in a parking lot, it's pretty darn fast.
For the last 10 weeks, a group of Treasure Valley high schoolers has spent their summer days on stage. It is an apprenticeship program with the Idaho Shakespeare Festival, and as Fox 9 Now's Norman Kaler shows us, all of their hard work will be put in the spotlight on Monday night.
The apprenticeship program is a program for high school students. Basically, they give us their entire summer. They eat, sleep, and breathe theater. The 10 weeks culminates into a what we call the Apprentice Showcase, and it's a 2-hour variety show in our theater.
I'm giving her my rose at the ceremony.
It's a huge night.
All right, teams, get your insults ready.
Basically, the show is showcasing everything that they've learned this summer. So they do monologues from Shakespeare, scenes from Shakespeare, they do skits, dances, funny songs.
Swag belly!
Oh, you got the belly! Yeah!
So we've poured our heart and souls into this, and we're so excited to finally leave it out all in the open for everyone to see.
You will rather die than give any sign of affection!
And it's also the reason I haven't been able to sleep.
It really just is their time to shine, and it's a blast because you see these kids in their element and they are loving every single second.
It's really amazing to get to come out here and to work with the professional actors, to work backstage and to take classes with them. It's one of the coolest and I think one of the most unique experiences for a young actor in the country.
We have the falling sickness.
And I think it really, at the end of the day, just teaches you how to trust yourself both as an artist and as a person.
And that's what I hope for these kids, is that, you know, they leave with those memories and with that, you know, confidence to be who they really want to be and know that they can get up there in front of 700 people and show that crowd who they are.
Please come to Showcase. You won't regret it. You won't regret it. It's free. It's 2 hours of pure, genuine fun.
Thank you.